What affects the size of a shadow?
Good morning, everybody. How are you, fifth grade? I miss you all. Today's lesson is 5.4, page 72 and 73. Our lesson is what affects the size of a shadow. What affects the size of a shadow? شو الإشي اللي بيأثر على حجم الخيال أو الظل. So, I hope you will enjoy the lesson today. Afterward, I will make you a small experiment in the sun so as to see the shadow of my body, so as to understand which affects the size of the shadow. Thank you. Bye.
Now I want you to watch this video to know what affects the size of a shadow. I hope you will enjoy it.
In this activity, we will explore the nature of the shadows. A shadow is formed when an opaque object prevents light rays from falling on the illuminated surface. For this activity, we need a torchlight and some toys. Hold the torch in front of the objects and switch it on. We see the shadows of these objects. Move one object closer to the torch. The shadow size increases. Move the object away from the torch. The shadow size decreases. This happens because as the object moves closer to the light source, it blocks more light coming from light source, and hence size of the shadow increases. From this activity, we can conclude that the size of the shadow depends on the proximity of the object to the source of light. In this activity, we will explore the nature of the shadows. A shadow is formed when an opaque object prevents light rays from falling.
What affects the size of a shadow? What affects the size of a shadow? Look at activity 5.4 and try to do the activity page 72 and think, what do you notice? Look at the crocodile shadows, page 72. The crocodile shadow gets bigger when you change the position of the puppet. When you change the position of the puppet. In this picture, page 72 of the crocodile, we have Layla and Alida. They made a crocodile shadow puppet. Sorry for the mistakes I did before in recording the video. I hope it will be okay now. Sorry again. Look here. A small shadow, bigger shadow, and very huge shadow. This one will be scare, بتخوف. This depends on the position of the object according to the light. If it's far from the light or if it's near to the light. As the crocodile shadow gets bigger, it gets scarier. أي خيال بتلاحظوا بصير أكبر بصير يخوف. Now, I want you to do this activity if you can, so as to measure the shadow size. If you don't want to measure the size, you can only see in your eyes. It's very clear. For this activity, you need a light source, a screen, a shadow puppet, a meter rule, or a tape measure, some masking tape, and a black pen. After that, you can see that the size of the shadow is affected by the position of light. موقع الضوء. كيف بيكون الضوء بالنسبة للobject. Also, it's affected by the direction of light. اتجاه الضوء. جاي من الشمال، من الجنوب، من الشرق بزاوية معينة. The direction of the light. Now, I want you to watch the following video so as to see what affects the size of a shadow. Hope you will enjoy.
Have you noticed how your own shadow looks different at different times of the day? A shadow is formed when an opaque object prevents light rays from falling on the illuminated surface. Let us experiment with a torch and 3 different objects, a dinosaur, a kangaroo, and a candy man, to learn how shadows behave. Pick up a torch and hold it in front of the objects. What do you see? Now let's move these 3 objects and observe their shadows.
Look the shapes, how it differs.
Did you notice the shadow enlarges when we bring the objects near the torch
It
and
became
gets smaller
large.
as we move it a little far away?
Look. It
Observe
becomes
the
large.
shadows. This happened because as the object moved closer to the source of light, it could block more light coming from the light source, and hence the area of the shadow increases. To confirm this, we try it with other shapes just to be sure that shapes have got nothing to do with it, and every time the distance between the object, surface, and light source change, it also changes the area of shadow. The size of the shadow depends on the proximity of the object to the light source. Why don't you try this experiment at home? Change the angle at which the light falls on the object and record your observations.
Goodbye, 5th grade. I hope you understood the lesson. Bye. God bless you all.